of contrast. We had an icebreaker last week, and we had a CC finish last week. And we're keeping the same trend sort of going right now. So we started with an icebreaker, and we've got Carolyn, who's onto her advanced manuals. So for those of you that don't know what your advanced manuals are, they're the manuals after your CC. And they kind of just keep going and keep going, so you continue your learning and development. So today, Mr. Timer, Carolyn's presentation is going to go for a bit longer. It's going to go from 8 to 10 minutes. And don't have any objectives right now, but we're going to be doing a broad evaluation. I would just like to welcome Carolyn to give her
organisations, to lead business, to lead ourselves. Toastmasters is where leaders are made. Did you know that Toastmasters has been going for 92 years? There are 345,000 members globally in 126 countries, in 13,000, should say, clubs. It's a huge organisation, and it's where we have an opportunity to develop leadership. Tonight, with your permission, I'd like to share with you how I've grown into leadership roles through my journey with Toastmasters. Would that be okay? Yeah? So in Toastmasters, members come first, and you're an individual member. You're part of a club. There's 13,000 clubs globally around the world. Then with the clubs, once you step outside a club, there's what we call areas, which is about 4 to 5 clubs. And they meet and they have conferences once a year. Once you step outside an area, you can step into a division. Now, a division is basically an which is and then international, 345,000 members. So my journey with Toastmasters started as a member. And when I did my first table topic, say yes and work out how later, I stood here for 40 seconds and not a word came out of my mouth. Toastmasters is where leaders are made. And it's not until you develop experience that you develop confidence. You've got to get the experience first to keep growing that comfort zone, expanding the boundaries. And when we expand the boundaries, that's when magic happens. So say yes and work out how later. So I said yes, and I competed at an area contest. I went to an area conference and I had to stand now in front of 35 other people and competed a competition. I stepped outside my comfort zone. It was awesome. Then I was asked, would I actually run a conference? So I stepped into what we call a division conference. And that's where we have about 120 people from the Gold Coast to 10. Keynote speakers. There are 40. A particular photo that I'll share with you now, you can see Jeff Schomburg, who was a past member of the club, who came third in the humorous competition. Out of 550 members on the Gold Coast, he placed third. Stepped outside his comfort zone. At the top of this screen, you can see Mal Lee, past president of the Guild. She emceed one of the contests. She stepped outside her comfort zone, and she grew through that experience. She emceed a whole contest of table topics competitors. And what's more, she actually sang on stage. It was awesome because she was talking to the competitors afterwards who used song in their table Then, from there, I was asked, would you like to run a district contest? So, in May this year, a 3-day conference, 400 people went through that. We had the people who won all the divisions step up. So I said yes, and worked out how later. It's a true experience that we build through Toastmasters. Great moments, some great keynote such as Lisa Bell, who spoke about how to use your voice to send your message. We had Lane Bishley, 7-time world surfing champion, actually speak at a breakfast as a keynote. And you can see there are 3 of the competitors that won one of the contests. The young gentleman that you see was from QUT, who took out the top evaluation competitor. So a little bit of help and competition there. Step it up, Griffith Guild. Come on. And then I had an opportunity this year, and I flew to Washington, D.C. and attended the International Convention. So from district, you can move through and attend international. So those people who win an area by stepping into a contest, who go through division, stand in front of 120 people, who can then go through to district and stand in front of 300 people and compete, step outside the or enjoy the keynote speakers and be inspired by them. At the International Convention, what you see here, in 92 years of Toastmasters history, Australian, for the second time ever, stepped in as the international president. So from a member of Southern Council in Gold Coast, lives in Brisbane now, has actually worked all the way through the Toastmasters organisation and dared to sit in at the international president. So that was a really awesome moment to be part of, and to actually have the Australian flag from 120 country flags held up at international conventions. I also wanted to share with you a few other moments that I've got photos there. One was the Australian Embassy in Washington, D.C. hosted a reception for the Australians to actually congratulate Mike Storey, the international president, stepping in. Also, what you can see there is myself with the vice president of another club. That with Toastmasters, wherever you travel, if you Google find the club, you can just rock up to any meeting like this and you're welcomed. And you have an opportunity to grow and stay outside your comfort zone by speaking in front of people you don't know. And so that was at Charlotte, North Carolina, attending all my travels and being welcomed. So also at the International Convention, some of the key people, some of you may know Tony Vizet, who was the mind mapping expert leader around the world. And Tony Vizet spoke about his critical mission strategy to all country around the world. It was very inspiring to actually see him. That's one of the keynote speakers. But of course, really the big finale of an international convention is the World Championship of Public Speaking. So out of 345,000 members around the world globally, about 30,000 will actually have a turn at stepping outside their comfort zone and saying, yes, I will compete on behalf of my club. And from those 30,000 people, those who win at area progress to division, progress to district, and then 100 of them arrive at the international convention in the semi-finals. At each of the 10 semi-finals, one competitor will advance. It was awesome to sit in a room with 3,000 other members who came to attend the convention and see the grand final. Out of 10 people, 5 will be 5 men. They were from every part of the world represented, all age groups. And this year, first place was won by the youngest ever competitor, 27-year-old Darren Tay from Singapore, a lawyer from Singapore at the age of 27 took out the World Championship in public speaking. Darren did not speak in his first language. Darren did not speak in his second language. Darren did not speak in his third language. Darren won the World Championship in public speaking in his fourth language. Second place was Aaron Beverly from Philadelphia, and third place was Josephine Lee. And I really encourage you to Google the World Championship of Public Speaking and watch someone deliver that standard in 7 minutes. It's awesome. So I really encourage you. Magic happens outside our comfort zone. Look for opportunities to say yes and work out how later. Do a table topic. Yes, okay. Work out later. What drives confidence? Would you like to get involved in speaking at a competition at a club? Say yes and work out later. This is what builds your confidence. How about getting involved in running a conference? Say yes and work out how later. That's how we build leadership skills. Ladies and gentlemen,